Okay, this is Live Undead Slayer. Okay, so how we're going to play that is start on the 7th fret with power chord on the 5th string. That's 4 times on the open 6th string to the 6th fret power chord on the 5th string. Then twice on the open 6th string, and then you're going to do like a hammer-on pull-off with the 6th fret on the 5th string to the 9th fret with your pinky, and then you're going to land on the 5th fret power chord, all on the 5th string. Okay, so it's going to go. Okay. Just like that. So from there, it's going to go. You're going to do 4 on the open 6th string. Then you do that mean satanic chord there, which is the 6th fret on the 6th string with your middle finger, and then the pointer finger there on the 5th fret 5th string. And then you're going to bar the 2 5th frets on the 5th and 6th strings. So that's just the first time around you do this. Then it goes for the second time. And then the second time when you do those chords, you're going to use your middle finger on the 5th fret, the 5th string, ring finger on the 6th fret on the 6th string, because then you're going to go and land on the 4th fret on the 6th string with your middle finger on the 5th string of the 5th fret. So, okay, so the second time you do this riff, it's even satanicer. That's the first time. The second time is okay. So then they do that to open the song, and once they're done with that, you know, the drums kick in and everything, it's going to go into this repetitive riff. And it's an awesome riff. It's repetitive, so it can put you in a trance, but you can fight it. You can do this. Start on the 7th fret 5th string. Okay, you're going to do that with the alternate picking, by the way. Everything I've done so far is alternate picking. I don't down pick this. I don't think they do either, so that's why I don't. So 7th fret 5th string to the 6th fret on the 6th string, to the 5th fret on the 6th string, and then to the open 6th string. So it's 4 notes over and over again. Then it switches to the 8th fret on the 5th string with your pinky, okay? So it's going to go. Okay, 4 times each. 4 on the 7th fret, 4 on the 8th fret, and that's, I'm talking about the 7th and 8th fret on the 5th string. Okay, but regardless, you're keeping your middle finger and pointer finger just doing the 6-5 open, 6-5 open, 6-5 open, wherever, whichever fret you're on, 7th or 8th. Okay, then from there it's going to go into that. Okay, and those chords are just simply the 5th fret, 6th string, power chord, to the 6th fret, real quick. Then you're going to go 9-8, real quick there. These are all power chords on the 6th string. Then back to the 9th, real quick, to the 5th fret. Okay, and that was the 5, 6 to the 12, 11. Okay, so it's going to sound like this the first time. Now we're going for the second time. Same thing so far. And then the second time he just goes back to the 12th fret and holds that a little bit, and then they go back into this. Okay, so from there they're gonna. He's gonna go. I think they stop. Okay, that's right. It's gonna sound like this on the way this part ends. Okay, so what they do is they stop that repetitive riff with the pinky on the 8th fret there, 5th string, and then they come in with the... And what that is just open 6th string, you know, again, alternate pick, 6th fret to 3rd fret, just one note each, 6th fret, 3rd fret, and then you're off to the open 6th string. And then that's twice on that 1st fret power chord in the 6th string. Okay, the second time around it's 3 times on the 4th fret, 6th string, power chord, 4th fret, power chord, 6th string, and then the 4th strum lands on the 5th fret, power chord. They do this whole verse 3 times. Okay, this is, I've just started the 3rd time. Okay, so if you notice on the way out of that riff, instead of 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th time is on the 5th fret, they actually hit that 4th fret power chord 4 times, just like this. And then they hit that, you know, they go back into those chords I showed you before. So just remember on your way out of that riff, it's 4th fret power chord on the 6th string 4 times. Okay, I've already shown you this. Now they go up to the octave power chords. Okay, so you're going to start on the 7th fret 4th string. That's the 8th fret, and then you're going to go 11 to 10. This is all on the 4th string power chord. And then you're going to, you know, hop back up to the 11th real quick, back to the 7th, and then you're going to go 14, 13 on the power chords, all the way up there. On the this is all on the 4th string. But then he does that really high pitch, the pain, you know, scream. Then it goes back into this. Okay. And then from there it's going to go into this fast riff that kind of is the way out of the song. So it's going to sound like this. Okay, it's not too tough of a riff. You are hopping over the 5th string, like you're never hitting the 5th string in any of these, so you got to be careful not to, you know, hit it open. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be speed picking the open 6th string. Well, the first note you hit is the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to do this series of pull-offs from the 5th fret to the 4th fret to the 2nd fret to the open 4th string. This is all on the 4th string. Okay, and that's what you're doing in between speed picking the 6th string. Okay, so that 4th string only gets picked twice. It's just on the 5th fret, the initial pull off, and then when you land on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. Okay, and then everything else that's being picked in between is just, you know, on that 6th string. Now, they do that. Okay, they do that to kind of intro the riff, and then the solo starts. Right when the solo starts, this riff changes and it gets a little bit more difficult. Okay, that's what they're doing in between there, and this is just under the solo part in the beginning, and then it comes back a little later toward the end of the song. So what he's doing there is Okay, so I just played it slowly for you so you could just basically hear the notes I'm doing. It's the same riff, you know, start on the 2nd fret, the 4th string, except he's adding that extra note, and right there he adds the 4th fret on the 4th string. And then the 2nd time he adds the 4th fret there on the 4th string. Now on the 3rd time he goes up to the 6th fret on the 4th string with your pinky. Fourth time he lands on the 5th fret on the 4th string with the pinky. Okay? He then repeats that, and this whole part is done 2 times, all under that solo there. So it's definitely a little tricky, and it feels like you may get a little sloppy there, but you know, that's part of Slayer's deal is, you know, precision isn't necessarily the reason that they're successful. They have controlled chaos in their playing, and they do it better than anybody else. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, so that's how the pattern goes. From there, they're going to just go back in and do the regular riff. And then they do these really fast speed picking. And then, well, for the first time it's on the 2nd fret on the 6th string. You'll be able to tell when this comes in. Then it breaks back into this. Second time they do this, they go to the 4th fret on the 6th string. And then the 3rd time they go back to the 2nd fret on the 6th string. Fourth time, they're now on the 3rd fret on the 6th string. Okay, once you do that 3rd fret speed picking part, then they go back into that hard riff, that hard part I showed you. Okay, and and then they do that 2 more times, and on the way, on the 2nd time, this is how they basically go and end the song. Okay, so he just does that. He just does the pull off without landing on the 2nd fret there, and then he goes to the 2nd fret on the 6th string and starts doing the speed picking. And then they go live Undead, and then you're going to be hitting the 1st fret power chord on the 6th string 3 times. Then it goes, and then the song ends. So if you notice, instead of hitting just that 2nd fret note on the 4th string, you hit the power chord on the 2nd fret. Just the first time, just to start it. And then it ends on the 6th string, the open 6th string power chord there. Okay, so just remember when you're going into those speed picking parts on the 2nd and 4th frets, coming out of that riff, I just want to point out it's going to sound like this. Okay, I'm just doing the 5-4-2 open, and that goes for all those parts where it goes the 2nd fret, the 4th fret to the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd fret, and on all the different verses. Anyway, left that part out, but hopefully you guys get it from there. Good luck.